Picture a 27 billion parameter model squeezed into under 17 gigabytes on one consumer GPU, then watch it edge out a 397 billion parameter flagship on coding benchmarks. That is exactly what Qwen 3.6-27b did when it landed under Apache 2.0 on April 22, 2026. In the next few minutes, we walk through what shipped, how a fully dense model pulls this off, the SWE-bench and Terminal-Bench numbers, and our honest read on where this leaves the efficiency race. Here are the changes in small dense beats giant MOE that moved the needle this year. For shifts in small dense beats giant MOE during 2026 that materially affect practitioners. Qwen 3.6-27b is fully dense, not a mixture of experts. Quantized to Q4_K_M, it occupies roughly 16.8 gigabytes, small enough to run on a single consumer card or one H100. It shipped April 22, 2026 under Apache 2.0. On SWE-bench verified it scores 77.2, edging past the prior open flagship Qwen 3.5-397b, A17b at 76.2. It also posts 53.5 on SWE-bench Pro, despite carrying a fraction of the parameters and activated compute. On Terminal-Bench 2.0 it reaches 59.3, reportedly matching Claude Opus 4.5 on agentic terminal tasks. It adds 48.2 on Skills-Bench, signaling strong tool use and multi-step execution from a model this compact. It ships with a native context window of 262,144 tokens, extensible toward roughly 1 million. A single unified checkpoint covers both thinking and non-thinking modes, so we toggle reasoning depth without swapping models. Now let us turn the recap into practical actions for the year ahead. For actions to lock in based on what 2026 actually changed in small dense beats giant MOE. Our take: when a dense 27B beats a 397B MO on real coding work, raw parameter count stops being a reliable proxy for capability. The open weight field's prestige metric is shifting from size to quality per gigabyte, and we think that reframing sticks. If you have been waiting to run coding agents in-house, this is the inflection point we would act on. Fitting in under 17 gigabytes means teams can self-host capable agents without a cluster, cutting both API spend and data exposure risk. We are watching how proprietary vendors react. Matching Opus 4.5 on Terminal-Bench from an Apache licensed 27B pressures the closed pricing model. Expect smaller, cheaper frontier tiers or louder emphasis on capabilities benchmarks still cannot capture. A contrarian note we would keep in mind: a 77.2 versus 76.2 margin is thin, and benchmark leadership rarely survives contact with messy production code. Pilot it on your own repositories before declaring the giant dethroned. Let us close with the 4 points that turn the recap into an actionable plan. Qwen 3.6-27b is a fully dense 27 billion parameter model released April 22, 2026 under the permissive Apache 2.0 license, runnable on a single consumer GPU at roughly 16.8 gigabytes. It outscores the prior open flagship Qwen 3.5-397b, A17b on SWE-bench verified, 77.2 against 76.2, and posts 53.5 on SWE-bench Pro from a tiny fraction of the parameters. Agentic strength shows in 59.3 on Terminal-Bench 2.0, reportedly matching Claude Opus 4.5, plus 48.2 on Skills-Bench, all from a model that fits on one card. A 262,144 token native context extensible toward 1 million, paired with a single unified thinking and non-thinking checkpoint, makes it a flexible base for self-hosted coding workflows. If this rewired how you think about model size versus capability, that is exactly the kind of shift we track. For practical certification and AI courses that keep you current with where the field is actually heading, head over to Standarity.com. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next breakdown.